Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon and welcome, guys, back to Midday Money here on the Max Wagers Network and on Winning Free Picks. I'm Timothy Earl. Higgs will be joining us in a couple of minutes. He's running a little bit late. Not a big deal. I'll go ahead and do a little bit of the intro stuff before we jump into everything. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, all that stuff on the Max Wagers Network, along with on Winning Free Picks. You guys know whenever Higgs goes live for Midday Money. And then also check out the midday or the schedule for the Max Wagers Network. Midday Money, 12 o'clock, Sean Higgs. Morning Wood, 1 o'clock, Allie Burns. Then you get the Power Hour at 2 o'clock, just parlays. 3 o'clock, Power Hour, football show. And then 5 o'clock, we have me, Nick, and Detroit Lenny for some game time decision. Figure while we wait for Higgs, I'll go ahead and break down the WNBA slate for you guys because there's 4 games today, and we'll have the plays up right there. Starting off, early game, or the first game on the slate is at 7 o'clock between the Lynx and the Dream. We're going to go over the total in that one of 160.5. I know that one's dropped from 164.5 to 162.5. Now it's down to 160.5. I don't really care. Minnesota's an over team. They've been scoring well as of late. Atlanta has been more of an over team lately too, although they've gone under in 3 out of their last 5. But they've gone they're about 3-3 since the All-Star break, over under record. So and then you get Minnesota, who's really been putting up some points lately. They've gone over in their last 2 games and 4 out of their last 6 since the All-Star break, which is kind of how I'm judging it right now, especially with Foles back on that Minnesota side. Definitely a big impact on the offense. We're going with the over between the Lynx and the Dream. Second game of the day, Seattle and Connecticut. We're grabbing some points with Seattle. I think these two teams are very competitive to each other. And when it comes to it, I think 3 points is just 3.5 points. I think that this is a good spot for the Storm. We've seen the Suns cover in 4 out of the last 5. Luckily, Seattle covered their last game. They've covered 2 out of the 4 games that they've played, or 2 out of the 5 since the All-Star break. Could have been 3 out of the 5. They missed covering with Dallas by a point. So it's just a spot. I do like the Seattle Storm to come through and at least cover the 3 points on the road. 2 teams very competitive, fighting for that 3rd spot right now because the Aces and the Sky are a little bit ahead of them. But these 2 teams definitely very, very competitive. So I expect this one to be a close game, so I'm grabbing Seattle plus 3.5. Washington and Dallas play off against each other. I like Washington. Washington is one of the teams that I kind of think is a dark horse for the WNBA championship. They've played well since the All-Star break, covering in 3 out of their last 4 games since the All-Star break. The only time they didn't cover, they lost straight up to the Phoenix Mercury. They've also covered in 7 out of their last 8 games. So just a team that's been covering and winning lately. I really do like this Mystics team. Dallas, we've seen cover too, though. They've covered in 5 out of their last 6. They've been playing some good basketball. I don't care. I like the Mystics to take the game. They're the better team overall, 17-11 compared to 12-15. Go ahead, give me the Mystics today on the money line. And then probably one of my stronger plays today, I like the Mercury -4. The Sparks are going to be without Liz, which they divorced her contract. So big piece of that offense that was already struggling, and now they're going to be without another piece. So this is 100% a spot. I like the Mercury -4. These 2 teams are fighting for a playoff spot. I believe these 2 teams are fighting for that last playoff spot at the moment. The Sparks, half game ahead. I think the Mercury go ahead of them after this one. I like the Mercury to win this game and win it by margin, especially with the Sparks losing one of their big guns and in an offense that is already struggling. So those will be about 4 WNBA plays for today. Over in the Lynx, the Storm plus the 3.5, the Mystics money line, and the Mercury money line. Figured do a little bit of WNBA capping while we wait for Higgs today. We'll go ahead and say we'll go ahead and say hi to the chat real quick. He'll probably go back over it again, say hi to you guys again, but figured talk to the chat for a little bit. Irving at home yesterday. Yes, there was no way that the Astros got swept, right? Yep. Good morning. Good afternoon, Mr. Higgs. Hey, you actually got, you know what? Higgs is going to be happy. You got his name right this time. You like Baltimore and Cincy. Any thoughts? I like Baltimore today. Cincinnati, I would have to run line it. I think it's at 130, 135. I'd have to run line it. I like the under in the Cincinnati game. I think that 9.5 or 9, whatever it is way too high for these two teams. But I do like Baltimore. Hi, guys. Benintendi to the Yankees. Is needed? Yes, it is needed. The Yankees go, oh, we just got swept by the Mets. That's not happening again. And again, went and got Benintendi. And I only knew that because in the group chat last night, all of a sudden a Yankee fan in our group chat goes, thank you, Mets, because apparently it woke him up enough. And I wouldn't be surprised if Castillo gets in to the Yankee system before Montas. I don't think both of them does. I only think one of them goes over, and I think it's Castillo. Javier in the chat saying, hey, Higgs and Tim. What's up? Morning, Tim. You riding solo? No, Higgs will be here in a little bit. He's running a little bit late. He set up the room, said start it up. So I said, okay, let's do this. So, no, he'll be back. Taking the Rockies money line and team total over 4.5. First game on the road for the Dodgers. Rockies always play the Dodgers tough. Rockies hit lefties and have great numbers versus Anderson. Not to mention, Anderson is 10-1 this year, and his one loss was in Coors Field. Colorado 4-2 against the Dodgers at Coors Field. Whatever it is, they have their number. And normally, if the Dodgers are to lose games, it's the first couple in the series, and they end up winning the last one. So, no, this is 100% a Rocky spot for us. I really do like. I really do like the Rockies today at big plus money. I'm going to end up putting together like a little bit of a dog round robin today. I was looking through, and I want to go Royals. I want to go Pittsburgh. I want to go Detroit. I want to go Rockies, and I want to go Texas, and just throw all 5 of them together in a little bit of a round robin type deal, because that could be very nice. But I have a feeling about big dogs today, so we'll see. Predictions on those baseball games. I like baseball games today. Yeah, we went over a couple of them. Under in the Reds, Baltimore, and a bunch of dogs. I think that should sum it up. Dogs minus Cleveland. I like Cleveland today. And I will say, if you guys are betting the Cubs and Giants game, wait until the starting lineups are announced for the Cubbies, because Happ and Contreras could get traded today. So just be careful with that. Figured I'd mention that one before we jump into it. Also taking Freeman, home run, and Bryant, home run. Both guys have been hot out of the break. Bryant, 9 for 24 with 3 home runs versus Anderson, and Freeman, 3 for 34 with 4 home runs. Nice. Hey, I'll also give a shout out to Michael Buena, because I remember you mentioning it yesterday. What's his name from Atlanta? Hit a bomb for you. Matt Olson got your base prop and your thing for you, and that helped with the over. So shout out to Michael Buena on that one. He called that one as well. So Freeman and Chris Bryant. Good to know. What's up, Higgs? Wait, what up, Earl Bro? Higgs hungover like me. Nah, I don't think he's hungover, but we'll see. No, he'll be here in a couple minutes. He'll be here. Going to take Baltimore money line. They let me down in extras, but the Rays on the road. Yep, taking the Cubs, Giants off a long road trip, 7 in a row. Taking 8 tonight. Going Mariners money line, Astros off a long road trip, no break. I agree. Sorry, I was readjusting my leg. Baltimore, yes. I like Lyles, and I'm not a big fan of Yarborough. Cubs and Giants, yes, I understand the Giants are coming off a big loss. Wait until the starting lineups come out for the Cubs to make sure Happ and Contreras are playing. I will say that. Mariners, yes. And I will say this is the biggest series of the year for the Mariners. 4 games in Houston. I think if they take 3 out of 4, they can really start making a push. If they sweep, they can really start making a push. If they split, lose the series, or get swept, I think they're done. At least for divisional hopes. But this is a 100% a humongous series for the Mariners. 100%. Yankee run line and Angels first 5. No and no. I like the Royals today. Yankees coming off of a series versus the Mets. It's kind of similar to whenever the Dodgers and the Giants or Dodgers and the Padres play each other. I kind of fade that matchup. If the Mets were playing today, I would have faded the Mets. No, this is a Royal spot for me. Springer versus Taillon. I like Springer. Singer. This is a Royal spot for me. Royals only had to travel to New York. It's not that far of a trip. Yankees coming off of an intense series versus the Mets. I just think it's a big letdown spot for them, even though they lost both games. So no, I don't like the Yankees today. And then and even if I did like the Yankees, their run line, it's 120. All right, whatever. And then Angels first 5. I'm gonna say no. I would lean towards the Texas Rangers only because there's no reason why the Angels should be minus 225. That's the only reason why. But good luck to you. Good luck to you. I smashed the like. I bet Tampa Bay over 9. No, I don't like it. I like it now more than last night when I bet it. I don't care who's out for B-more. Yarborough is a can. Yeah, I just like Baltimore in that game. That's kind of my spot for it. Yankees team total over. I'm going to say no. I like Kansas City. I still think it's a letdown spot. Good morning. I see you down there. Hello. Welcome.
Welcome Thanks
to
for
Midday Money.
Little
Special
midday
guest
money. I'm
on
here. You know what? So football practice ran a little late today because they don't practice on Fridays. I should have known better. But I did have the room ready to go.
Yep.
So
all I did was I said hi. I broke down the WNBA slate for him, and then I started going through the comments.
All right, we'll come back to Kingman. Team total over 4.5 today, huh? I don't know. I don't like it.
Yeah, no. I like a lot of dogs today.
I don't like it. I don't like the
team total.
How's everybody doing today? I'm here. All right, there's Tim's picks. We'll get to my stuff here. So 149, 138, 28, 25, and 80. Winning day yesterday, 2-2. But you make a little money when you have the A's plus money and the Rockies were plus 120 down there. Team total of 5.5. So we cashed that. Wonderful. Favorites. I did drop. So yes, I had a little losing day with my premium stuff. It happens. Kansas City didn't get there. Pushed on San Fran. Cleveland wins. Mets run line. There you go. Talk about your great bullpen there. Thanks for that.
It was David Peterson.
Yep. And Toronto. I added the Toronto run line late. Here we go. And I say this all the time. Whenever I add things late, Mets run line added late, Toronto run line added late, 0-2. And Gausman continues to Gausman. You know how I feel about him, right? He's what, 7-8. You got to lay $2 plus with this guy every single time. I assumed, and you know what happens when you assume, right? You make an ass out of you and me. Wainwright's Road. I figured Wainwright was good for at least a 4 spot, maybe a 6, right? He usually gives up 4 runs on a row, 3-4 runs. Toronto's been raking. Let's get that 6-7 spot there. Gausman was probably good for a 3 runs, right? They're missing their 2 best guy, the Cardinals, but hey, whatever. What am I going to do? What can I do? It's a little losing day. It happens. 53 and 33 bet and phase for me. 150 and 107 were my totals. We did a little total chaos yesterday with Tim. We'll talk about that probably as these games come up. So there's that. I didn't even. What can I say? Overall, for the year, we're having winning years. Again, the totals on slightly different. slightly different. 359 and 353 plus 1505. And then we're going to be plus 2865 being 364 and 344. Again, slight difference because the totals. You get a half, it adds up. I say that all the time. And eventually you'll catch on to it. So, again, 149, 138. Today, the Astros under the total here versus Gilbert. Gilbert pitches well against them. And again, Seattle, the Astros 59-36 to the under. Your Quiddy's decent at home, decent home numbers. So we'll go under there. And Cubs in the over. Now, Steals, he's all right. And who knows? Like Tim said last night on the Total Cash Show, we could have trades today, right? We saw Benedetti go last night. Who knows? Maybe Happ or Contreras both get dealt here. It's the same team. You never know. But I'm going to go over. San Fran reeling, 7 straight losses. Cubs 6 straight wins. You know we can't take San Fran. We're not betting on a team, losing 6, 7 in a row and being a 140 fave, whatever the heck they are today. Well, let me get the updated number on that because what are you doing? I say it all the time. Why are we betting into losing teams? So they're a 140. Not interested in that. No, thank you. It was actually a 156 last night, so it's come down as it should. As it should. Posted on Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. You want to go there and say hello to the free picks there. And I don't know if they were in the chat. Elliot and Swaggy, I gave them their due the other day, but if they're here, we'll talk about them. I really want to talk about, I brought it up yesterday, Tim, on the Total Cash Show, not about you and Allie not watching Taxi Driver, but about Mike Trout being the most overrated guy since Derek Jeter. I mean, I'm going over his MVP numbers. So, 2014 MVP, 36 homers, 111 ribbies, 287 average, 157 games. All right. You made the playoffs. You got swept by Kansas City that year. Who do I wrote down here? So Batista that year, not a bad season. 35, 103, 101 runs. Jose Batista. Jose Abreu, 317 average, 36, 107, 35 doubles. Not bad. I mean, Ortiz had 38 homers, 127 ribbies. Batted 316. Why Trout? And even at 2016 year, 29, 100, 315. Altuve. I think Altuve got robbed, that little midget. 24 homers, 96 ribbies, 30 stolen bases, 338 out of the leadoff spot. Almost as many ribbies as Trout. I'm done with Trout. Forget Trout. And then 2019, 45 homers, 134 games. Okay, you're not healthy. How are you giving it to guys who aren't healthy? I don't care what you did. Your team doesn't make the playoffs. What are we doing here? 53 games COVID, 36, 53 in 2020, 36, 21, 79 this year. He's out. Back injury for life. Let's give out that 10-year deal, baby. Let's go. Make sure you give Judge that 10 years, Yankees. What could possibly go wrong? $400 million with a 30-year-old guy. All right, that's my rant. Although I have to say, I'm Benedetti to the Yanks. They didn't really give up any of their big guys. Wonderful. I thought he was going to say, I had him pegged for San Diego. Again, that was before the Soto came to the market. But you got to think good pickup for the Yanks. Gallo's been trash, to put it kindly. Hicks has been trash. Gallo's been absolute garbage, I guess. Hot garbage. Stanton out. I thought the Yanks would go Castillo and Tommy Pham, or somebody mentioned Nick Senzel here from the outfield for the Reds in the Castillo deal. But now they could just concentrate on some pitching. You need some bullpen help? Get Bard. Go get Bard from the Rockies. Bring Robertson back for his 40th time with the Yanks from the Cubbies. Maybe you grab Ian Happ too. Will we be shocked Robertson and Happ come to the Yanks? I wouldn't be. Go big or go home, people. J-Rock, how you doing? Judge 2 ribbies plus 330. I mean, I can't even say no to that. I like the Royals today. I kind of like the under, but will we be shocked Judge hits a 2-run home run? No. Uquiddy under the K's. How are his numbers? I know Seattle's kind of tagged him a little bit. Let's see what we got here. I saw him in a possible deal. Them dealing him on MLB.com had him being dealt under 4.5 Ks. Let's see. Seattle, 6 innings, 3 Ks last week. 9 Ks versus the against the A's in a loss. That's good. Not too bad. 6 innings, 9 Ks, and you lose 5-1. 2 Ks versus the A's before that. Against the Angels, 8 Ks, 3 Ks, 5 Ks, 4, 3, 6, 4. So 4.5. Was he hit this 1, 2, 3, 4 times in 10 games? Yeah, why not? J-Rock, why not? Candelario Ribby. You know, I'm not going to say no to plus 190 Ribbies. What do we got? Half unit on 2 Ribbies. Plus $7. I mean, why wouldn't I? You're getting double the pleasure there. So, of course, why not, J-Rock? I like it. I like outside the box thinking. Gambling for 7 years, never did a round robin. What exactly is that? Rarely do parlay, but keep hearing about round. So round robin is basically a 3-team parlay. It's Mets, Yankees, Dodgers. It's a 3-team parlay. It'll be Mets and the Yankees, Mets and Dodgers, Dodgers and Mets. It works basically what it is. Unless they changed it. That's what it always was. We call in that round robin. 3-team par. This is why I can't get Blue Jays. Got 2 runs. Give me a listen. I mean, how bad? That's a tough one, Markel. I thought they'd hit Wainwright. You heard me say it. I don't like Wainwright on the road. Not good road splits. The Jays have been raking like nobody's business. So that's a tough one to swallow. Rough. Michael really likes today's cards. 1, 2 things going to happen. I'm going to get killed or I'm going to crush it. That's always the case. And today, it's not yesterday's card I kind of liked. Today's card, I do got a few games I bet today. Not going to lie. I kind of like it. It's one. I agree with you, Mike. I say it all the time sometimes when I have big days, especially when I grab the dogs. Ooh. You're either going to have a monster day or you're going to get buried. And the dogs have cashed the last few days, so it's been good eats. Everybody heard today screaming the Mariners, including myself, but I'm off the game. Going contrarian is more times not the beneficial. I kind of like Seattle here, Justin. And I mentioned this on Total Chaos. Go check out Total Chaos. Me, Tim, Allie Burns. Gilbert versus Houston. 7 innings, 4 hits, no runs. 6 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs. 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs. He pitches well against them. So one, kind of reason why we like the under here. He pitches well against them. And Euclides actually pitched better in his July starts. He's had a rough start to the season, but overall he's really rounding out lately. So, and again, you're taking Houston here. They are a 130 fave. No way they get swept. First time they've been swept since, I guess, 20, in a year. First time they've been seen. I heard this on the radio when I was waiting for my son to get out of football. First time they've swept in a series since, I guess, last year. They haven't been swept in a series. And the San Fran 7-game road losing streak, first time since 1985. And I felt like, I heard him say that, and I felt like, I'm shocked somebody didn't come here yesterday and be like, you got to take the Giants. They haven't lost 7 in a row on the road since 1985. What does that have to do with anything? It's tough. Yeah. 7 straight losses. It's tough to do. But we don't bet, you don't bet favorites when they're on 7-game losing streaks. And I don't want to take the Astros on a 3-game losing streak versus a team they just swept. I don't know. I'll be crazy. I don't mind losing with a dog. It's even money. Untouchable. Good afternoon. Phillies run line with Wheeler. Again, this Philly team, what are we doing, Philly? Swept by the Cubs. You take 2 out of 3 from the Braves. Yeah, they got a little life. Am I going to be shocked when they lose today? 4-3. They gave up something late. 2-run home run to whoever. Somebody you never heard of. It's not even going to be Cruz who hits the homer against them. I don't want to get involved with the Phillies. No Philly stuff for me until after the trade deadline. I don't know what these guys are doing. Over Giants, yes, I got that in the chat. Dodgers under the 12. This was 11 and a half last night. I kind of like the over myself. Tim does like the under. Urena's pitched well, and the Dodgers, we've seen them kind of have trouble scoring. I just think Tyler Anderson, I guess he's a nice little pitcher. I don't know. The Rockies, they beat the Padres. They beat the Dodgers, right? I think if they're going to scrape out another upset win, they're going to have to score some runs. I don't see them being a 5-3 win. Then again, in this case, I mean, it could be 7-3, and you still get the under. So 12 is a big number. I understand. Miz would have got Cincy over. I don't like that. I mean, I kind of like Cincinnati. I like Ashcraft. It's tough betting overs with the Marlins. What do we do with the Marlins? They're terrible. Yanks over, I do not like. Colorado, I kind of like the over there myself, but did not bet it. Angels run line, I want nothing to do with the Angels. I mean, I grant it is Ohtani and Spencer Howard's garbage. I kind of like the over there. Now you're in a spot. You got the Angels coming back, road trip, first game back. Texas playing on, haven't really left the coast, right? They were in Oakland. They were in Seattle, now in LA. Spencer Howard's bad. That's why I like the over. Angels going to be tired. Maybe the pitcher's tired. Hitters, I don't think they get tired. I think they'll be able to tee off here. I don't know. I just can't. Ohtani, as great as he is, yeah, 6 runs against Atlanta. That to me, that's like the fluke, because you take the 40 innings before that inning, he gave up 2 earned runs. So I understand taking Ohtani run line. I just Angels are a mess. Trade Ohtani. Trout, get that insurance money from Trout. Trade Ohtani. Trade whoever, man. I don't even know what to do with this team. Could we contract teams? Could we contract? I want to contract. They want to expand. I need less teams in Major League Baseball. And you know why we need less teams? Because if everybody's looking for freaking pitchers, there's not enough good ones around. Come on. We could get rid of 6 teams and make it a whole lot better. Oh, and I forgot, we got Yankees run line. Again, Yankees, Mets, Dodgers. You want to go run line? I understand. Why do I feel that everybody's going to be on the Yanks today? They got swept by the Mets. No offense. The Royals. It's the Royals. They just traded their best player to the Yanks. He got to the hotel yesterday. On the plane, he lands, and they're like, "Oh, by the way, you're traded. Here you go. Call the traveling secretary for the Yankees. They'll get you a real estate agent here." I mean, J-Rock, this one's for me. What do you got? Phillies run line. Yeesh. Realmuto hit, bomb hit, Wheeler. I can't do any of that. You're losing me at the Phillies right out of the gate. This is the Philadelphia parlay. The pen is out, J-Rock. Got to see how this does. J-Rock. Philly run line.
Pittsburgh win straight up.
Realmuto hit. Brahm hit. Wheeler, just 6 Ks. So is that over 6 Ks? We'll just put 6. We'll see what happens. Over 5.5 runs. Plus 549. That's $100 you'll never get back in your life. Markel, lean Cleveland under in the money. I like Cleveland. I mean, Boston to me is a not a bet on team. Tyson, how do I like the 2 early games today? I would lean to the Reds. I like Ashcraft. And the Baltimore Tampa game, I have no real opinion on. I'm not a big Yarborough guy. I guess I'd lean Orioles, but Lyles has a fave. It's just a no play for me here on that. Maybe over Orioles. Get Tampa. I don't know. And I like Tampa. Like, they're always like a solid team, right? They always got a bunch of guys who throw 104 miles an hour. They could just come in every 3 innings with new pitchers and shut you down. But the offense, I don't know. I really don't want to. Tampa's not really on my. That's a team I wanted to bet. for the year. Now, not so much. Not so much. I like the Reds. Early action. Down with the Marlins, yes. Soto will not be traded by deadline. Who knows? You never know. If someone comes in and overbids. The Yanks are out now. I don't think for me, I think that is a good trade for the Yanks. Listen, Volpe could be great. Dominguez could be great. Torres is an all-star. I get it. You trade those guys. Soto is a Hall of Famer right now, right? Or on a trajectory. The age alone and what he's done in his time in the league says you make this deal, you pay him $40 million for the next 5 years. He's 28, 29. Let him go. How don't they make that trade? You can't pay Judge $40 million. How are you giving? I don't care. Judge is having a great year. Wonderful. He's been healthy twice since he's come into the league. Have we not seen a breakdown of players on these 30 plus? I say 30 plus, like when they're 30 getting these huge contracts. How'd Robinson Cano work out? How'd Albert Pujols work out? Josh Hamilton, A-Rod, Teixeira. Can we go on and on with guys with these huge contracts? We could go back to Kevin Brown with this huge 7-year contract when he first signed a big contract. I don't care what you do. Get Soto in here and let Judge walk. The guy is 7 years younger. He wants the same amount of money. It is, I don't talk, I joke no-brainers and locks and guarantees. That is an absolute no-brainer. I don't care what you're giving up. Reds run line today. I like Ashcraft, so yes. Marlins, again. Lopez of the Marlins. Pablo's going to the Orioles. Orioles will trade Trey Mancini back. I don't think it hurts the Orioles' offense. It makes their pitching even better. Big Facts likes the under both early games. I guess I could do the unders there. Tampa Bay's bad offensively. I just worry about if they have a bad day on the mound, all of a sudden it's 7-3. They lose. Ohtani Ribby plus a $1.25. Yes. Again, Ohtani's a plus 125 Ribby today. I didn't even look. I figured he was probably a even or 105 kind of guy for Spencer Howard. Big Facts feels like everyone's on the Reds and Orioles staying away from early games. I like Ashcraft, but am I running to bet the Reds today or the Orioles? Just because it's an early game doesn't mean you got to bet it, folks. Just like it's the late bailout game. You don't got to bet these games. I can do it at the Marlins, D-backs, Angels, Rangers. Think all those teams could disappear. I think the A's can disappear. I think Tampa Bay could disappear. I think the Pirates can disappear. I think Kansas City could. I don't care about fan bases and history of stuff. You can get rid of a whole lot of teams and make it a little better. But I get Kansas City. They have the fans. I don't know. How you got 4? We could at least 6. At least 6. It's like the NBA. You need all these damn teams. Baltimore money line, again, early action. No opinion there. I do like the Royals there. Colorado, an upset, sure. Pittsburgh, let's do it. Angels, first 5 run line. And Spencer Howard, yes. Over the O's game because Mullins and Mancini will both have huge days. Groovy. Mullins, Mancini, huge days. Huge. Not big days. Huge days. Over BLT. Can't trust Tampa offense. Yeah. Diaz is really good. I meant Trout, not Marlins. Oh, well, same thing. Fade, Marlins are right up there with Trout. Guardians. Team total over 3.5. Yes. I'm on the Phillies. Oh, boy. Yeah, I don't like the Phillies. It's what. And listen, should they win? Zach Wheeler's having a great year. Yes. And you might think of me, you've been here long enough. They come in, they take 2 out of 3 when we think they're left for dead against the Braves. And I don't know why you can't see them losing today in a flat spot after they got swept by the Cubbies. It's just a stay away spot. It's not even like they're home. They're on the road laying $2. Team total over Jays. Ugh. You'd think yes, but I mean, yesterday's offense was atrocious. I mean, you might just have to do an over for the game because Kikuchi's on the hill. Half unit on Mancini, 2 ribbies. 379 ribby, 379 average, 8 ribbies, 3 homers versus Mancini. Okay. All right, J-Rock. Maybe Groovy knew this. Maybe Groovy had the Mancini numbers. Tyson likes Detroit. Or are you just going to ask about Detroit and Toronto total? I don't know. Juicy B, do you like the Orioles team total over? I would lean to team total over there. I sort of like the Orioles, just not betting it. I mean, I'm not a Tampa guy, and Lyles is not my favorite Oriole pitcher. Big X, good afternoon. Huge. It's going to be a huge day for Mullins and Mancini. I got it down here, Groovy. I got you covered. Baltimore team total over. So look at this. Team total over 4.5. Team total over 3.5. I mean, the Orioles are playing good. I can't say you don't. I just don't like. I'm not betting it. Just I don't know. I'm not a Lyles guy, but I'll go over the team total with you. Tigers team total over 2.5. Yes. Fade Kikuchi. Absolutely. Angels team total over 3.5 minus. See, the 160 kills me, Kingman. I would rather go like over 4.5 and try to get plus money or something. I do not like Spencer Howard. Seattle plus the run. Why not? Right? They could lose 4-3. I get it. Cubs team total over 2.5. Absolutely 2.5. What is that? Is that heavy juice there, Mr. Nika? What do you got on that one? 2.5. Sign me up. Tim.
Yes, it's mostly because of Liz getting her contract divorced and a struggling Sparks team just lost one of their biggest players. So yes, Mercury.
There you go. Look at a lot of dogs. Travel day. Yes, it is. Long road trips. Trades going on, I think. A lot of dogs cash day. I always think Wednesday, Thursday, Sundays are you going to have your more kind of dog action. Because you got the mixed lineups, travel days, day game after night games, guys sitting. Pitt money line, sure. Toronto Detroit over, yes. Cleveland run line, I don't like Boston, so Cleveland, sure. Seattle, yes. Just take it what it is. I like it, Tyson. Rockies first 5 due to Dodgers jet lag. I just say first 5 because Anderson, he's all right. The Rockies beat these guys at home. Right? Didn't they take 2 or 3 from these guys earlier? I mean, you take the Rockies first 5 because you're getting a good number, and they hit the Dodgers. Forget about the jet lag. I mean, it's what's that, a 2-hour flight? I mean, come on. What's the flight from LA to Colorado? Can't be that long. I mean, it's an hour to Vegas, and Vegas is an hour from Colorado. You're on a private jet. How bad could it be? Tigers team total minus 3.5 is minus 110. I would go over that, Kingman. I think they hit, Kikuchi's. No, thank you. Crystal, how are you today? Not bad, Vidan of Vladdy. Well, we know you're going to have your Blue Jay action here. Over 1.5 bases or ribbies. Over a half plus 130. It's on 8-game hit streak. I'd go ribby. I could do that with you. Sure. I go say Vladdy for Soto straight up. Trade it away. Dodgers doesn't show up for these Celadores. Well, they better start showing up for some of these things. You just can't keep losing to the Pirates and the Nats and the Rockies and bad teams.
The one thing that's good for the Dodgers is they don't have to worry about the Pirates, the Nationals, the Rockies, and the playoffs.
Yeah.
So, they could lose to them all they want, but
I just think it just looks bad. It's kind of like, what did Coach say? What are you guys doing? You take it. You take a day off. The season's long. You're going to have a clunker. Dude, these guys put clunkers together in chunks against these teams.
Yeah, they do.
And again, here you are, the big $2 favorite, right? It was $1.95 yesterday. Now it's up to $2.25. 220, whatever it is. I see anywhere from $2 to 220.
Well, Dodgers are putting together duds, but at the same time, they now have the highest winning percentage in the MLB.
Yep. Oh boy, I need a translator. Hello, Venezuela.
This guy is
Mendoza.
saying that he's from Venezuela. He
Vela.
wants one pick.
Okay. My pick for you today. I really want to say the Royals for him, but we're going to go Cubs. We're going to go Chicago Cubs. Take the plus money on the Cubs. I don't know what it is. It was 120. Not sure what it is now. It's 125. It's gone up a little bit. I don't know. People betting on Alex Wood. I don't know why. They've lost 7 in a row. Not betting on team lost 7 in a row. Cubbies or Royals? Dog time. Los Perros, right? Dogs, Perro? Perro's dog?
Yes, Patos.
Vladdy bases is minus 125. 1-7 versus Alexander. Can't get to that RBI, maybe. I'm always like if his RBI is plus the 120-ish kind of anything over the 120, 125, I can do. I don't want to lay. So I don't want to lay 125. Detroit plus 190. J-Rock, I don't mind that because we got a guy coming back, right? Let me pull up his stuff here. He hasn't pitched in quite a bit. Where's Coochie at?
I will say, I was talking before you got there. I was looking at putting together a 5-team round robin today with the Royals, the Pirates, the Tigers, the Rockies, and the Rangers. Like all just the biggest dogs, and putting them all together in a round robin.
Why not? You'll get half of them.
Yeah, and you get half. You win 3 out of the 4 or 3 out of the 5, and you're up.
So he hasn't
Win 2
pitched
out of the 5, you're up.
Hasn't pitched in 3 weeks. He left the last game 2 innings, 2 hits, 5 walks, 4 earned runs. Before that, he had a decent outing versus Tampa Bay. Before that, 2 innings versus Milwaukee, 6 hits, 5 runs. Against the Yanks, 4 innings, 3 hits, 2 walks, 3 runs. Again, the walks, 4 walks, 4 walks, 3 walks. I mean, I'll take a shot with Toronto, with Detroit with you. I'm going to add Detroit. Last 7 days, money line bets Giants minus 60, Sox minus 32, Rays plus money, Phillies. Are Rays plus 31 or minus? These are got to be all minus money, I guess. I don't think the Rays are up, are they? Rays would be. Are they plus money? Yeah, because they've won. So the Rays would be plus a couple bucks. That's the only way to do round robins with dogs. Yeah, absolutely. Do you like Giants versus Cubs? I like the Cubs and the over. No run first inning. No, I'm not a nerfy kind of guy. I'm a run kind of guy. I do like. I think that they should be all nerfies, all games. It's your best pitcher, right? Any starting pitcher is your best pitcher, no matter how trash he is. You can't get 3 outs. What are you doing? But in this game, I would say yes to the nerfy just because I got the Cubs and the over, so I'm expecting the Cubs to come out and score 3 runs in the first inning. But I'm not a huge. I don't ever come in here with nerfies, so that's just me. I like my unders often, so nerfies are tough to do. And again, if it's your starter should be able to get 3 outs without giving up a run. I don't know. Call me crazy. I don't know. I'm an old school kind of guy. I want my pitcher to get outs. I mean, what's going on here? So for lunch today, I'm taking a ride up to Cyprus. Going to go hit Juanita's Mexican restaurant. Friend of the show here comes in. He's asking for a year, and I'm like, and I was telling my wife, I said, I gotta go. I said, like it was kind of tough last year. I was getting settled down here, and then with school starting, and it's a bit of a drive. It's like 40 minutes away. So I'm like, I can't leave here like 12:30, get up there and like race back because I don't know traffic, and it's not my area. I don't know how traffic is and stuff like that. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going now. I'm going. Get some food. Javi, Otani plus 162 or Ribby on Caesars. I like it. Pirates plus the 1.5. Is it, John? What is it here? What is the? You know what? I'll pull it up myself here because I don't like if I'm. Is it going to be minus 145 or some kind of crazy number? I don't want to be minus. I don't want to lay numbers. I mean, if you like the Pirates, plus 1.5 is minus 105. Not terrible. You know what? You want to do it? Do it. Last 30 days, $10 bets. Giants getting buried. Padres. Orioles are to the plus. We know that. Cubs are to the plus. They've won 6 in a row. Rockies to the plus because they're dogs. Royals, Dodgers, buried. No, I don't mind a lot. It's a lot to read, but you know what? It makes sense because you're getting the Giants on a 7-game losing streak and they're favored. Padres, what are they? 5-5 or whatever they are. Their last 10. Again, a favorite. You're going to be losing money. It's good you throw this out here because people want to just come in and say, "Well, let's just take these teams." Well, this is what happens when you bet favorites. Hello, Giants. Orioles are kind of like a small dog, little bit of a fave, plus money. Cubbies on a winning streak, they're going to be plus money. Rockies, plus money again, as a dog. Royals, usually a dog. Dodgers, usually a fave, so they're coming around. Mariners, they've been kind of an iffy kind of up and down. So that, but still, plus money, you take it. You take it, you take it, take it. Lex, good afternoon. Dodgers run line, not really. I mean, listen, you want to take the Dodgers run line? Am I going to say no with the best team in baseball? I mean, anytime you take a run line with a good team. That being said, do I want to lay 140 versus a team that's beating them? 2 out of 3. Last time they were here, they took 2 out of 3 from them. I'm not looking to lay 1.5. Stay away. Why? Nervy's usually big money. I know people hit them. I just can't get it. I can't do it either, J-Rock. Pirates run line. Yes, it's only minus 105. Sure. Rangers run line. What are the Rangers on the run line against the Angels?
Lines.
I mean, plus, again, plus a 1.5 is minus 110. You think they're going to lose by a run.
The odds of that happening, I think, like road favorites or whatever.
Take the big dog.
Take the big dog.
Take the 195. Take the 2. If you think the Rangers are going to lose 3-2, take the $2 and maybe there's an error. They win 4-3 instead. I mean, what are you doing here, taking? Especially it's even. Royals, here we go again. Plus a run. Minus 105. Maybe because I win more than I lose, I can come in and say I would rather lose with just a plus $2 dog or a 190 dog or a 187 dog or whatever the case may be. Because when you bet those instead and you go 2-1 and you have bankroll behind you, the next time you go 1-2 or 0-3, it doesn't really affect you because you've cashed them before. They cash. And he wants to go Rockies run line. Why, Big Facts? Why? No. Take the dog. Take the dog. Put your 10, 25, 50, 100, 1,000, 3,000, whatever you do. Just bet the dog on the money line. Here's Swaggy. Swaggy, I mentioned yesterday you weren't here because we were talking about your plays from the other day. You loved Atlanta. It got there for you. Padres pulled it out, but the Tampa Bay line, it was basically around $2. You go 2-1. It's basically a split. I mean, maybe you made $2 or $3. I just can't lay those big numbers. But I do like the Reds today. I like the Reds. No opinion on that. I mean, I sort of kind of like the O's, I guess. Gun to my head kind of, but no interest really. And I would lean Reds if I was betting. I did not do anything on either of those games though. But back to the run line, folks. Plus 1.5, and you're minus 105, 110. Take the dogs. Take that. Whatever your bet is, $50, $10. I don't know what you're betting. Take the dogs. Dogs win. Dogs win. He loved Braves at 155. They closed at 122. Yeah, he hit the Braves. The Braves cashed. Padres pulled it out, but Tampa Bay was like a $2 fave. So 1 and 2 day. And listen, I'm not gonna say if you make $6, be happy it's a winning day, but I look at it as you go 2 and 1 and you have really nothing to show. Where you take a dog and you go 1 and 2 and you're only down a couple bucks, like because that's to me is a winning. It's not a winning day, but your dogs win. One more on Braves the other day. Would you make good sense about dogs? Listen, I'm just faves win. I'm not saying they don't win. Good teams, we see they have records for a reason, right? You keep score, their standings, teams are good, they win. The odds are the equalizer, though, because when you bet the Dodgers all year long, you're down, and to take 3 big faves and go 2 and 1 and have nothing to show for it. That again, so I've been like 30 years basically since I'm a teenager, right? I mean, pro better whatever site guy for about 20 years. I just can't. And I said it. I would rather lose today. People want to take the Pirates run line or Rockies run line, and who's the other one? Texas run line. I would rather put 100 or 300 or 500 or 50, whatever your bet is, on those 3 dogs. Maybe I go 1 and 2. Maybe I go 2 and 1. All 3, 3-0. Even an 0 and 3 day is not going to break you on even money. And it's tough. I get it. If you don't do that, I understand. I come in here and say, take the A's here over the Astros. They win all 3 games. Take the Nats. They go 2 out of 3. We say take dogs, even the smaller. If you don't take dogs, it's tough to just kind of randomly come in. You take one out of the 3 dogs you mentioned, right? Texas, Pitt, or the Angels. You grab one. Like, I'm going to try this. It loses. And then you're smacking yourself coming in here. Oh, my God, I took that dog. It lost. Well, the other dogs won. I didn't have that one. It comes back to the picking and choosing your stuff. You either got to bet it or not bet it. That's why I say early. I got to bet an early game. No, you don't got to bet the early game. Because you bet that game, then you got to say, well, I sort of like this game too. You got to bet it because it's a standalone game. You can't do that. I mean, when you can do that? When you hit the lottery tomorrow, what is it? $950 billion by the time you hit that, you know what? Bet any game you want. Bet every single standalone game in the world. Right now, you can't do that. I don't care who you are. Betting. Ridiculous. Trastros. Yeah, Astros home, and this is a tough spot for them. You get swept. Facing team you swept the series previously. Dogs rolling. Well, I mean, it's not as much as they're really rolling along because favorites have been cashing 60% on season. The thing is, when the dogs hit, they're big, they're sizable dogs. So if you're taking a couple dogs, your bankroll is going to be very good. I mean, listen, I'm a dog guy. You see my record. It is what it is. I don't say it's not fancy. It's not like I'm, guys, I'm 77% in my baseball. Go pound. Yeah, I could do 77% if I was getting all types of crazy faves and weird spots. I don't do that. I take the dogs, grind it out, make you a better person. Running a small lucky 63. Look at this thing. Oh my God. Pitt, KC, Cubbies, Rocky, Seattle, reverse roll. Again, reverse roll line. What are we doing? Oh, okay. Colorado and Seattle on reverse roll lines to win by 2 runs. I'm not gonna say no. I love all these dogs anyway. 2-team parlay, big phase, another we go. I mean, again, I'm not a huge parlay guy, Swag, because I always say, you know what? You want to go 3 and 1? You bet a 4-team parlay. Now, you take the Yanks and the Dodgers today, or Yanks and Astros, whatever the case may be. I understand. It's a safe bet. You put a couple bucks on it. Again, I just thought the 100 based on it's just easier to do. Take the 2 faves and yeah. Oh, this is so easy. hitting these little parlays. Again, those little ones start coming in, and you get crazier and crazier. It turns into 2 teams, turns into 5, turns into 7, turns into. I'm going to take all these. I'm going to take 7 faves today, and put it in a parlay. No way it goes down. Then you're 6-1, and you risked your 350 from your big win the other day on something, and then you're scratching your head like, I can't believe they lost. They lose. The best teams lose 60-something games a year in the MLB. Take your advice. I got a 3-4 money line. Tigers, Pirates, Royals, Ohtani, K's. I like it. Ohtani should get the strikeouts, no doubt. And dogging up. Tigers versus Kikuchi, yes. Pirates, again, the Phillies are Kingman. I don't know what to. I can't. What is that team doing? Swept by the Cubs, left for dead. You beat Fried or Freed. I don't even know how to say the guy's name after 3 years. Whatever. I get it. I like it. We're gonna have to wrap this up shortly too. Let's go. Allie Burns coming up in a minute. Underdogs, 226, 148 last 30 days. That's probably why I'm back up after I had a rough run in June. Some losers because the dogs have been cashing. Gotta write that down. Dogs. 226, 148 last 30. Thank you, Joseph. Plus money for me. Yes, I had an okay day with 3-5, but end up. That's the thing. Like, and I say this all the time, and I'm going to end it at this. Hold on. Stick to 2 teamers and cash out. Again, you'll probably hit a couple. You'll hit more of those than you'll lose. It's a little safer, I think, when you start going 3, 4, and add in all the big money faves. And I'm going to end it on this here, J Rock. Everyone, again, long time on sites. I'd get emails. Oh my goodness, you went 3-3 yesterday. It's plus $37. I mean, would you? Here's my PayPal. You can send me the $37 if you don't want it. Like nobody's walking down the street and there's a $5 bill on the ground. You're not going to step over it. You're not going to do it. You're not going to hand me. You're not going to Venmo or with a cash at me $5 a day. You won't do it. You won't do it. Right? Let's be honest. Nobody's doing that. Nobody's going to send me $17 just for, I'm going to send Higgs $17 today. No, but you're going to sit there and you'll be like, oh, well, who cares? You won $9. You went 1-1 and you split your games. Send me $9 a day for the rest of your life. I'll take it. I'll see how quickly that adds up, compounds a little bit. Just stop it. Again, people want to go for coffee every morning or you get a soda and a donut. Take that $9 and put it in a draw for a month. Then let me know. Then send it to me. You won't do that. Philly's over. I could kind of see that happening, Swag. I could see all hell breaking loose there with Wheeler. Yeah, 30 exactly. All right, big fact. We're out of here. Allie, up next. Stick around. Match Wager channel. I'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Thanks for being here today. We are out of here. Bye-bye.